Hello and welcome to day 8 of my December colouring challenge. It's the start of a new week and Monday begins with the delivery of milk to prepare for the milk and cookies for Santa on Christmas Day. I'm Alex from Midpip. I'm an illustrator based in New Zealand, and growing up I actually used to get deliveries of glass milk bottles like this to our house. Starting with the milk carton, I'm using pale blue-grey. Part of this challenge was using the colours that I already have. This colour doesn't actually have quite enough pigment to it, and in the shadow of the carton I ended up going over it quite a few times. I got very close to damaging the paper in that part of the illustration. One of the things that I've learnt during this colouring in challenge is that when I do colouring tests before I do these pictures, the colour payoff seems to be quite good, but when I'm colouring in larger parts, it doesn't seem as pigmented as I thought it was. I'm now using the colour Sky to colour in the milk label of the milk carton. It's a cheerful mid-blue, but I actually want it to look a little bit more purple to go with the pale blue-grey. So here I'm adding in a colour called Prune. I'm also going to use this colour to really create that shadow that I wanted. I drew all these designs in November, and to make it a little bit easier on myself to make 31 individual drawings, a lot of them are based off illustrations I made for my book, Simply Christmas. This is one of the designs based off that book. I used an arch design and a checkered background to frame the elements of the illustration. I'm now using a colour called Pale Yellow to create a base that I will add to. Like most of the colours that I'm using today, it is lightly pigmented. I've just gotten through my first ever week of creating videos for YouTube. The first week really flew by. It took a lot more work than I expected to film and edit each video, even though they're quite short. I'm now going to go over the pale yellow with a colour called Cotton Pearl. This is going to create a very beautiful pale orange colour. I think I'm definitely going to buy a colour like this the next time I update my Copic marker range. One thing that really surprised me about the first week of filming was how hard it was to find moments of time that were quiet enough to film the voiceovers. I always seem to have a lot of background noise going on, and I just had to find pockets of time to film voiceovers. Luckily, I've only been doing voiceovers for these YouTube videos and not for my short form content on TikTok and Instagram. I decided to use a more bright colour to frame the picture of the milk. This is called Sugared Almond Pink. The name of this colour always makes me think of the Nutcracker and the Sugar Plum Fairy, which makes it the perfect Christmas colour. As difficult as it has been to keep up with this daily colouring challenge, I'm really glad I did it. It's pushing me out of my comfort zone, and because I have to do it every single day, I don't have time to worry about perfectionism. In fact, I would say that these videos are very, very imperfect. We are now moving on to the most pigmented colour of this illustration. It's called a Lipstick Red. I didn't want the checkerboard background to stand out very much, so I'm using a pale mint colour called Cool Shadow. I've been using the sun as my only form of lighting, and it has affected how these colours look on camera. Because it is summer here in New Zealand at the moment, I've been filming this early in the morning before the sun gets too bright. But on more sunny days, I'm noticing that these lighter colours tend to get very washed out. I hope you'll join me for the rest of this week's colouring in challenge. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe, and even leave me a comment. That would be great. For tomorrow's illustration, I'm planning on colouring in a snow globe. And I hope you get to colour in something fun yourself today as well. See you tomorrow.